Hey everybody, we're doing our best to keep everyone up to date with everything you need to know to keep up and processing during the pandemic. If you are a business processing ACH, maybe a service provider, a fintech, or a financial institution, then I want you to know this update is just for you. Nacha is continuing to stay on top of things with not one, but two more bulletins recently released. Today, we're going to discuss Operations Bulletin number 5, 2020. Stay tuned. I said it before, and I'm going to say it again. Major kudos to Nacha for staying on top of the pandemic processing issues as they arise. Nacha has always done a great job of adapting to network changes, but are doing an even better job than ever before by acting faster than ever before. Let's say showing up to support the ACH network. Last week, they had two important bulletins that affect the ACH network processing and the players in the industry and the businesses and the service providers and the fintechs and of course the financial institutions. The first one we're going to cover is not the first one they released, but the most recent and the one I believe has the most immediate impact on processing. That is ACH Operations Bulletin number 5-2020. Nacha provides relief to RDFIs on signature requirements for written statements of unauthorized debit. This was released on March 27th of 2020. Now, what's actually in this bulletin? Well, in this bulletin, Nacha states that, ready, it's air quote time, the Nacha rules require an RDFI to accept a consumer's written statement of unauthorized debit, a WSUD, and also require that the WSUD be signed or similarly authenticated. The signed and similarly authenticated are very important key pieces of a WSUD. See, for years, I've told people the WSUD is your get out of jail free card. Or maybe it can be thought of a I'm not responsible for doing what you asked document, because it's filled out and signed by your account holder so that you have documentation and proof that your account holder wanted something returned and you just did what they asked you to do. Now, the payments professor already released a video on potential issues with processing and getting a signature on the WSUD was a topic that we discussed. And in that video, if you missed it, well, it's available on our YouTube webpage, and it's also available on the paymentsprofessor.com website. Let's see if we can get any relief on stop payments, as I bet we start seeing a lot more of them as well. But now, we're going to focus on the WSUD, and we're really glad that Nacha has taken action on this one. Let's get back into that bulletin. The bulletin also says, in light of the current need for many RDFIs to reduce on-site staffing levels and the physical distancing requirements that currently apply to many people, Nacha will not enforce the signature, similar authentication, requirement until further notice. Sweet! Well, in a way. I see it as Nacha's way of recognizing that getting the signatures could be a problem and potentially dangerous, as it isn't exactly practicing social distancing or adherence to those stay-at-home or safer-at-home practices we're all under. I do love that Nacha is doing this. However, there are additional things that RDFIs can and should do and should understand. Let's keep up with these, all right? So RDFIs, what can you do? RDFIs can direct consumers to report unauthorized debits by your remote channels. What's that mean? Have them report it online. Have them call you. RDFIs that have an ability for consumers to similarly authenticate signatures by using remote channels, well, keep doing that if you've got that capability, or start if you don't. Before submitting a return, well, RDFIs should continue to take reasonable care to have the consumer verify claims of unauthorized ACH debits that are consistent with signature-based procedures, so you are avoiding improper returns. Something else you have to be aware of. The extended return time frame of 60 days for claims of unauthorized debits to consumer accounts still applies. That has not been extended. There is a lot happening right now. And processing of exceptions is something we expect will rise, well, something I expect will rise, due to so many people suddenly being without jobs. Due to businesses that have closed, even if only temporarily, and claiming that they won't be debiting accounts, but we've seen how that can still happen, especially if they can't get back into office. Also, due to seeing more and more of those fraudsters taking advantage of the pandemic. It's sad but true. We haven't been able to report on the fraudsters just yet, still working on that one. With all that is happening, we all need to stick together and find solutions that work. If there's an issue you're facing, if there's a problem, an unexpected issue caused by the virus pandemic, then message or email me, kevin@paymentsprofessor.com. And we'll do our best to get the information recorded and made available to you. If you're restricted from traveling and in need of some education or continuing education credits, we're also working on some solutions as well. Let us know how we can help you through this. We are here to serve you.